For those who are just joining us right now, I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm super tired, so I decided to do one DPS VoD review on the new patch because I want to see what's going on here. I need to wake up. I'm super tired. If there's ads, non-subs, please let me know so I can pause the VoD and I'll wait for you, okay? Oh, there's a Widow. Gotta watch out for the Widow. Yeah, I would actually not re-peek here. I mean, okay. So, Stalker, what I like to do here, if you really want to throw a dynamite here, you have to be respectful of the Widow, right? Widow is the only thing that's going to kill you here. If you really want to throw a dynamite, the way I would have played this angle if I'm playing Ashe right now, is that I like that you waited for your ball to jump on the Widow to go for the peek, but the fall-off damage from Ashe here is so high that even if you hit her in the head, she probably doesn't die, right? Chances are that you might get sniped by someone else, because when you ADS with Ashe, her head hitbox moves forward, right? I mean, you can actually kind of look right here, see? Do you see what I'm saying? Her head hitbox moves forward, and it kind of covers your chest area, and you become a lot easier to hit, because your head hitbox becomes static, right? So when you're ADSing like this, you become a much easier target. So every time you're peeking a corner like this, you never do it scoped in. You always wiggle it, right? And that's the reason for it. We wiggle outside of ADS because we don't want to get shot down, right? When you're out of ADS, your head movement goes like left and right a lot, but when you right click, like scope in, it goes static. So you got to remember that. This particular case, if you want to throw a dynamite, knowing that there's a Widow, I would never do it here. I would go around this pillar, walk in here, break this, and throw a dynamite this way instead. Do you see here? Because if you break these two and you throw a dynamite out, the pro to you is that you can throw a dynamite onto their supports, DPS or tank or whatever. Well, they have a Saria, so I wouldn't do it on Saria, but I'll do it on the support. So you can do it from an angle where you don't have to risk dying. So if you really, really want to do a dynamite here, you can toss it down here and shoot it mid-air, like I would say explode it around here, and they can't even shoot you. And you can do all that without getting hurt. That being said, those are some valuable tips. And then when you've done your dynamite, you want to come back here again, right? Now we know there's a Widow, so she can come middle, she can jump over left, she can take a right side peek. So I want to see how you play this, but try and keep that in mind. Also, your escape route is you'll be going down here and then coach gunning yourself through this window right here. That's the way you can do it. So just want to bring those tips to you, man, because it seems a little bit risky there, but we'll take it. Uh-oh. Okay, we survived. Chat, bring your paper and pen out. The school's in session. Get back to the end of the class. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Again, think more about angles, SDS. More about right side, left side angles. Never look them straight in the eye, yeah? Okay. If you waited a little bit longer, your ball would have engaged a Widow there. I personally think that if you're playing Ashe here, it's a... Oh.
I aim to devastate.
Okay. There's ads. Ads are over. All right, we'll save that. We'll save that banger for later. All right, let's see. Widow, good pick. Obviously they have a Widow. They have a Junkrat. I think Widow could work here. Oh, want to take a left side peek?
Careful.
Oh, good Widow mine. Oh.
Engage this enemy.
You missed that shot, SDS, because you moved at the same time. I just want to point that out. If you stood still, that shot would have hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, my latest creation.
They outnumber us. Watch out.
Oh, tough. I will say this though, ball is a lot better right now, but the ball player has to be really fucking good at the game to make it work. You have to be really, really good.
A worthy opponent.
How did you get occasional content again? I had a long sleep but a bad sleep. I'm currently enjoying my coffee, so I wanted to do a VoD review of a DPS player. So I can wake the fuck up, because I am so fucking tired, chat. I don't know.
Pay attention.
Okay, taking a right side angle. You don't know where the Widow is. Okay. Your ball is kind of just going in and dying, so, I mean, to help your case a little bit, your ball has literally done nothing the entire game. Sure, we're not hitting any shots, but... Will you play Hogwarts Legacy? No.
Over there.
Chat, I'm a Lord of the Ring fanboy, okay? Not a Harry Potter fanboy, okay? It's a good angle. Yeah, you know there's a Widow there. Not a bad angle. Missing some shots. Nice kill on the Sen. Oh, watch out for the Widow. Okay, now you know the Widow's looking for you and you only. It's quite obvious here.
No one can hide from my sight.
Yep. Ball and Widow works really well if the ball player's good. Yeah, see, that's the throwback, right? The ball player needs to be excellent. And if they're not, then it's just not gonna work. Okay, a little bit of Genji action.
I spot an enemy. Immortality field enemy here.
Let the kids guide you.
Ladies and gentlemen, my latest creation.
Jump over the wall. Oh. So, when you jump over the wall like that, funny enough, every time you know there's a Widow on the other side, always open with a reflect. Always. When you hop up, the faster you reflect, the faster you'll get the Widow. Trust me when I say that. Just trust me. When you jump over there, you press reflect immediately. Widow to your right. Oh. Where's our ball doing right now? Sorry. Not a bad reflex. I would dash into safety right now. Yep. Okay, that's... Yeah, go for the Junkrat, go for the Junkrat. Oh, walking in a straight line. Kinda risky. Yep. Oh. Try not to walk in a straight line if you're going to a target like that. So, SES, I want to talk about it, right? I actually want to talk about it because it happened a little bit with Ashe and it happened a little bit with Widow too. When you are focusing a different target, you're telegraphed, right? Fuck yeah. I need to stop yawning. Bless you. Chat, what do we don't do? When we see a target that we're going to, what is it something that we do not do as a DPS player ever? Or we're doing as a support player? What is it? Let's see if you guys remember. What happened here that went horribly wrong? Don't walk in a straight line. Thank you, Daisy. And tunnel vision. Yeah, so this is something that happens very frequently in lower ranks, and I've seen this a lot. Like, out of the 130 VoD reviews that we did during the 2 weeks educational content, I think I saw this a lot under Diamond, where the player, no matter who it is, will find a target that they're going for, and they see that target, and like their eyes glow up, right? They become anime eyes, right? They become super wide, super big, and they're all sparkly and shit, and I see you wanting to kill that target, and you just ignore the fact that there's other people looking at you. This is something that we have to kind of train, something that we have to do everything we can to kind of get out of that mindset. Is that tunnel visioning isn't always bad, don't get me wrong, but we need to always make it difficult for anyone to try and get us, right? So when you saw the Junkrat there, you walked in a straight line across the entire pavement here. Like, you went behind, in front of the payload, you went left, and that enabled the Zarya to do like 100 damage to you before you even got to the Junkrat to begin with. We need to be slightly more proficient when it comes to like getting to the targets that we want. Right now on Widow, we're kind of dry peeking corners. Right on Ashe, we're kind of taking duels that we shouldn't be taking. We're not really throwing dynamites in like, you know, sticky situations. We're trying to just like get value out of them. And I do think that if you line them up a little bit better, you'll get more value that way. But like dry peeking is something that happens a lot too. It's like, You hard scope and you walk around a corner. It's never gonna work, right? I think the mentality that a lot of people should try and adapt to is like, think about it this way: you're the enemy widow, right? You're already doing pretty well for yourself. You're killing a lot and you're killing the widow. What is the one thing that you would love the enemy widow to do to you? Chat. What is the one thing that you would want them to do? You want them to dry peek a corner so you can hold the angle and kill them first, no? That's what we want. If we're the enemy widow, we want to be as annoying as we humanly possibly can, right? So if we're the enemy widow, we're popping off, and the enemy widow is consistently making positional mistakes where they're like dry peeking a wall or whatever, we want them to, right? We want them to make mistakes like that. So it's also very beneficial to put yourself into their shoes when it's going poorly and things are going bad. It's sometimes pretty good to just try and reflect on why that went wrong, right? So we don't want to do that. We don't want to dry pick corners, and we do not want to be telegraphed when we get to the target. So I just wanted to point that out because it's happening a lot this game, but I kind of just want to, like, you know, help you a little bit with the positional mistakes that are happening right now, because there's plenty. And I'm not trying to like bash on you and say that you're a shit player. I mean, you're pretty good for the rank that you're in, but there are definitely ways we can improve. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that was good, chat. Nice. I can say this already. This is a very nitpick SDS, but when you kill the Ana there, dash up through the wall right there and go to safety. Staying alive here is just better, but obviously you wanted to kill on the Ana. You got the kill, you died for it, but you could have reacted and dashed through the wall where they couldn't have killed you.
Thanks.
I joined late. What rank is this, chat? Stare him down. Shin, listen, you're 41 minutes late to class, okay? You're 41 minutes late to class. Take the table in the back. Take your fucking table in the back, dude. We're not gonna resume the VoD until you take your chair, dude. Come on. Chop chop. Go into the back. Take your chair. Let me yep, shit my butt. Yep, let me know when you're down at your chair. We'll wait. Jesus Christ, man. There goes another Hydro Flask. Did this guy knock down another Hydro Flask, dude? I'm sat down. Okay, good. Is everything good, chat? Is everyone fine? I mean, he kind of sprinted to his table, but he's sitting down now. Did something happen? What's the page, by the way? 7. It's page 7. Is everyone okay? Did someone's backpack get nudged over? Someone's Hydro Flask? Not my Hydro Flask? Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Listen, I don't have time for this, man. I don't have time, right? They knocked over my book bag. It's all falling apart. I thought it was page 15. Ugh.
Mistakes will always precede victory.
I don't fucking care! I don't care about your fucking book bag! I don't care about the Hydro Flask! Alright, SDS, a little bit telegraphed again. We're hopping in a straight line. Instead, what you should be doing is finding the closest pillar. I kind of want to point that out. You can go left, you can go right. Never go straight as a Genji, alright? Yep, this is better. Look out for the Widow. Oh. Nice. Missed the dash there. Another kill. Not bad. 6 HP dash in a dream. Let's fucking go. I thought deflect lasted longer. If you want to play Genji, we want to play like close to walls and stuff, right? We don't ever want to be caught in the open, ever, right? Oh, nice. Oh, she's to your left. Okay, not bad, but we gotta be careful. Oh my god.
30 seconds remaining.
Do we need to talk about it? Do we need to talk about it, or do you want to move on, SDS? You wanna move on? I mean, listen, I'm all down for a Giga Chad Blade. All right, I'm down for a Giga Chad Blade, but we had 87 HP, and there was 4 people looking at us. So, you know, yeah. I think the mindset was here. If you killed all of them, technically speaking, you're safe. I'm not going to give you too much shit, man. We're just making fun of you, all right? No, that obviously you already know that wasn't a good blade, right? That wasn't good. the chance of you getting any value there is almost zero. Especially if you're under 100 HP, that's such a risky move. Even having blade at 200 HP there is a risky move. But yeah, I would have liked to save the blade there. I know what you're trying to go for. This was like the 1 in a million blade opportunity right there. Could have gone to play the game, but I would have liked for us to have it here actually. Okay, so you can hear the Widow. You can hear the Widow.
10 seconds.
Nice. Oh my god. So, I'm gonna bring something up here. Interestingly enough, you could have done a lot of damage here. Instead, we kind of panicked. Let's talk about it, right? You killed the Widow. Right here. You killed the Widow. You're having an erection on the job. You're having an erection? Dude, you look so satisfied. So what I wanted to talk about was that we killed the Widow. It was a great opportunity here. You dashed over here, a little bit risky, but you know, you got the job done. Over here, look at this. Now, this is what you're looking at, right? They're all standing on the point. You killed the Widow. Your team is coming out of spawn. This is a great opportunity for you to just stay around this area and poke, right? Poke, 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 poke. Play around here, really fucking good, right? You can even go up the wall here, shoot a little bit, go down, up, just staying alive here, essentially, right? This is a golden opportunity for you to just fucking harass them non-stop. And when your ball goes in for the slam, then we can dash in, right? And what went wrong here is that you kind of killed it. Widow died here. You go over here, and now all of a sudden you're staring 4 of the enemy team right in your fucking dome, right? And I think, what the fuck, you gnarly old man. What? Yeah, I think right here it would have been better if you just played around this area. You killed the Widow. If the Widow wants to try and go for you, she has to come back from spawn and then look for you. Staying right here until the ball comes in and slams down. Do you understand what I'm saying, SDS? Do you understand? If it would have been a 10 times better situation if you let the ball slam first and you played around this area where they can't hurt you. And if both their supports is pushing you, then play for time. Because if the both supports are looking at you, they're not healing the Junkrat or the Orisa, right? So your job in this situation is to stall for time. And you want to do as much damage as you can from this area, but not take damage in return. And this is good enough, because if you hold them for 4 seconds here, your team comes out of spawn, ball jumps in, you can dash in and do some serious damage, right? But instead, we kill the Widow, we go down here, we kind of end up in a really bad situation, and we just get fucking wrecked for it. So I just want to point that out, that this was a golden opportunity to make a play, like an actual change of gameplay here. But instead, we kind of took the aggressive route and we got caught off guard. So I want to point that out because I feel like that's very, very important. That could have gone a lot different. But yeah, I just want to point that out.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
Chat, I have chocolate.
Initiating match.
What kind? I'm gonna try it. I don't know what it is. It's just a round ball. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it here. Okay.
I will battle. There are no secrets.
Fucking rum!
This mission will go smooth.
Who the Mm. What the fuck, dude? That was disgusting. Fuck. Who does that? That was not good. Fucking hell, man. Christmas is ruined. Ugh. Ew.
I'll see this matter resolved.
Whoever came up with the idea of mixing like really nice chocolate with rum, go fuck yourself. Fucking weirdo.
I'm hoping for an easy mission. Don't make this
I literally
harder than
got
it
so
needs to
upset biting into that, I farted at the same time. Like, imagine being so upset, you just kind of let loose of all the methane gas in your bum. You're so pissed off, you just let it run. It's fucking hell, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Translocators
the
in
payload.
place.
Why would you buy it? I didn't buy it.
Got an enemy here.
Hacker first, hacker first. Hacker first?
You're mine now.
Aww. Unfortunate. Alright, chat, place your bets. Do we kill a widow? Yes or no?
Watch out for this one. Move the payload.
Here we go.
Over here.
Honestly, the play was right. You just got caught. We just got caught. That was all. But the play was right. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Your main target, as weird that it sounds right now, SDS, you're gonna be hacking the Sigma a lot. I wanna point that out to you.
Just in case.
Sigma needs to be hacked constantly, in my opinion here. There's ads.
Sistema comprometido.
Alright. Alright, well, let's go back to the bangers. Hey chat, do me a favor. Check out this tweet. If you're brand new to the channel, exclamation mark video, check out that tweet. We finally got our shit uploaded. Our bronze, our silver DPS coaching VODs, they're all up. Go check it out, chat. Are ads done? Are the ads done? It's done? Okay, good. Alright, let's go. Let's go back, see what happens. Yeah, we need to put our translocator, SDS, in a different location if you want to take these angles.
I'll find a back door.
You'll find a back door, huh? Oh, we're back on Gengi.
Why has the payload stopped? We must move.
Astral69. Thanks so much for the sub, brother. I appreciate you. Or sister. Woman or man. You're still a hottie. Oh, careful, careful, careful here. Okay. We know there's a sniper to our right. Yeah, we gotta watch out for the balls, man. We gotta watch out for the balls. No one likes balls in your face. You know what I'm saying? Oh!
is at a standstill.
Okay, well you don't have to write it down that I said balls, all right? We don't have to write that down, chat. Again, man, the way I see that we can play Genji here is that I literally don't mind that if you take this angle right here and you poke here, you just throw your fucking shurikens down the hallway like this, right? If they come for you, then you have your reflect, right? But like, I actually don't mind that you're playing here. Another really effective spot to play Genji on is up here. If you're playing here on this little roof, you can play up here if you want to. That's completely fine. And here's another great way to poke. Look at this shit. You're here, you'll see everything that's going on the left, you'll see everything that's going on the right. And since your Zenyatta is consistently discording the Widow, playing up here also forces her further back. If she plays further back, then she's getting less value on your team as well. I think that the way you're playing Genji right now is that you're trying to go in with reflect dash, trying to get a kill every time. I honestly think that playing Genji in this rank right here is that you need to be a little bit smarter with how you take your engagements, right? Right now, I think the idea that you're trying to execute is fine. It's just that the way we're executing them is not fine. So, like, when you go up here, I see what you're trying to do, but, like, think about it, right? If they want to push out here and you're playing, you can stop them from even poking out the window. If you play on the right side here and you, like, do something like this, jiggle peeking, you're shooting shurikens in, building your ultimate, this is all fine. You're doing a lot of damage this way, you know what I'm saying? Instead, like, we're trying to go for this thing where we jump up on the window, we have a reflect, we instantly start fucking doing this, and then we right click, and then we dash in, then we use a reflect, and we hope for the best. But the thing is, if we use our cooldowns, you know, appropriately, we can actually survive every single time, right? A lot of good Genji players that I see, what they do here, and is that they'll take this window here, they'll jump up, they'll take a left side angle here, and they'll see what's going on here. They'll poke a little bit, and once they get around this area, they'll dash through as many people as they can into safety. So, technically speaking, in like very, very high top 500 games, the way they will do this, I explain. They'll hop up here, they'll do a little bit of poking, check what's going on, do some damage. Okay, we're doing a little bit of damage. Okay, cool. Where's the Widow? Okay, Widow is far right. Good, I know that. Now, they make one of two decisions. One, they take the high ground position there on the roof, and they go for the Widow. Or two, they poke a little bit here. Dashes off cooldown, they start getting a little bit closer, poke, 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 poke. They go here, they dash through as many people as they can into safety, like this, right? And they rinse, repeat until they have Blade. And the reason why they do this is because building Blade when they don't have a Zenyatta is extremely powerful, right? You need to be more annoying. Yeah, my chat's right, actually. I think a lot of the things that we're missing right now is that you can do a lot of, like, go around the corners, you can, like, take a flank, but the flank doesn't necessarily have to get you a kill every time, right? So if you want to do this, you just walk through here and then, like, take an angle, fight them a little bit. If they come for you, then dash into safety. Try and get as many people as you can when you're dashing through people, but dash into safety, right? Like, small things, like, if they even if Bastion and Moira wasn't here, I would still go over here, take a left side angle, poke them a little bit, and then dash through them, and get to safety again. Rinse, repeat. Every time you do that, you get like 15, 20 ult charge, and then before you know it, you'll have Blade. Try and keep that in mind. You haven't done that this game, like, at all, so I just want to point that out. Does that make sense?
Mistakes will always precede victory.
The enemy outnumbers us. Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
Chat, hit me with a nodders if that made sense. Thank you.
It appears we have
I see
suffered a
one.
minor setback. Enhancing your vitals. My ultimate is ready to be unleashed.
Come get here. The payload is moving.
Alright, let's take a look here. What the fuck is this best? What the fuck? WTF? Okay, good. You're going with your ball here. Sigma down. He's dead. Nice.
Check. Affirmative.
Okay. Could have killed him with reflect there if you wanted to. Okay. Let me point something out. I'm gonna point something out prematurely. I know you're not gonna do it. Actually, I don't know if you're gonna do it or not. But this spot for Genji, this particular position right here, is fucking mental. So here's what we're gonna talk about again. If you're ever playing this map again, you can try to apply this logic to other maps too. But here's a great way. You can jump up here, wait until their team is in the choke, right? You can jump over this wall, go through here, poke a little bit, and then get yourself in a position where you can dash into safety through their entire team over here, rinse, repeat. You'll build a blade so fucking fast, you'll be surprised, right? And the same concept works if they're playing around this area right here, and you want to do something similar. You can kind of like poke the same way here. You can go around them, dash through the window, down here into safety, and just build blades super, super quickly. So I want to point that out to you so you're aware. I want to see more of that. Right now, we're doing none of it, and I'd like you to try and implement that a little bit more. Try and get behind them, dash through their team into safety, build charge, build your ults, and try and get them as fast as possible, yeah? Pause champ? Pause champ? Hold on, chat. Oh my fucking god, why do you talk so much? It's a fucking educational VoD review. You fucking jackass. What do you want me to do? Sit silent and just pretend that I'm VoD reviewing someone? What are you on about? It's an educational VoD review to get someone from one rank to another. What are you smoking? What do you want me to do? Be like every other streamer and just pretend that I'm helping people for content? What do you want me to do? Fucking unranked to GM? Stomp noobs and show everyone that it can be done. Dude, lay off the fucking drugs, my dude. If it's not the way you like content, then get the fuck out. Go find someone else that you can enjoy. Like, I give a shit, dude. Shut the fuck up. We actually help people in this channel. We're trying to get them to be better players. Suck a fucking crusty banana, dude.
My ultimate is ready.
Nice blade. Dodge the Sigma ult as well. Okay, so this is something that happens a lot. When you blade, you tunnel vision trying to get as much damage as much kills that you possibly can. If you actually used your reflect there, you probably would have killed the Bastion. A lot of this happens a lot where people pull blade out and they try and do as much damage as they humanly possibly can, hoping they get kills. But if you played this a little bit smarter, you would have killed the Bastion and you would have been alive with 2 more seconds on blade, and you probably could have killed another support alongside it, right? So I want to point that out to you, that if you actually try and get out of the mindset that every time you pull a blade that you always have to do consistent damage, you don't have to, right? Sometimes pulling blade is actually a great way for the enemy team to like bait out their abilities. And if the Bastion is just shooting on you, fucking go right into him, slash him with a blade, and then just pull your reflect out. And if he stops shooting, okay, fair enough. But chances are at this rank, if you reflect right there, he kills himself, and then you get a free dash, and you can get the fuck out of dodge. So I just want to point that out. We did briefly mention that it feels like you're tunnel visioning quite a bit, but I'm just trying to break that habit for you so you know. You don't always have to do damage consistently. Sometimes baiting out abilities and using your reflect at the right time is all you need to do.
A cure for all the tales.
I don't necessarily mind what you were doing there, but the good thing I'm going to point out about the fight prior is that you waited until you ball went in and pile drive, and that's when you bladed. That was a good thing, SDS. I want to point that out. That was a good move, alright? It's not all bad. Some things are really good. Keep that in mind. I killed my support yesterday by shooting a Genji. You're a menace. I would have gone for the Sigma there instead. Almost. Again, you had reflect up. If you reflect there, you probably get the sun, you can dash out of safety. Target priority needs a little bit of work, Stalker, I'm not gonna lie. The Sigma there had like 10% HP and a disco robe on him. You had dash up, you could have dashed through him and then dashed to the Bastion and get a double. But we went for the Bastion instead, who didn't have disco robe on him. Just want to point that out. Again, very nitpicky. Oh my god. Okay. Need to be a little bit careful there. So, here was a perfect opportunity to discuss what we discussed earlier, right? So, the way I'm trying to teach you how to do this, SDS, is that why don't we go up here, right? We see the Sen, we take this angle, we poke at the Sen a little bit, the Sen is automatically going to start working over here, right? A Sen will not move forward when they're being shot at, they're going to move backwards, right? So, say we do that same flank again, we jump over this wall.
Time watching you, my man. THX.
D3 takes him off for the 2 months. We poke the Sen, he goes backwards, we go down here, you right click, and you dash into safety throughout the entire team. Not only would you have built another blade, but you dash into safety, and you're still alive. Do you see what I'm saying, SDS? Do you see how fucking good that would have been if you did that instead? Try and keep that in mind for the next time when you play Genji, that it's not always about dashing in and getting kills right off the rip. Sometimes you just need to be a little bit better with your positioning. So if you walk up there, poke the Sun like we did, don't dash in to suicidal moments there. Go around here, right click, dash into safety, rinse, repeat. Right? Would have been a lot better. I'm not saying that you'll get a kill, but it would have been a lot better, and we would have had an ultimate for the next engagement. Pen and papers, chat. Pen and papers, my doggies.
Experience tranquility.
Universum singt for mig!
Oh my god, I don't know about this, dude. I think you knew that wasn't a good idea.
I continue on this path.
A lot of Giga Chad dashes, for sure. I would have liked you to play a little bit more with your ball here. Oh.
Personne n'échappe.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. That is rough. That is rough. I mean, you might look at that and you might go, did I just waste my blade? I'm gonna be honest with you. When it's last fight like that, it's completely fine to wait for your ball to set up a pile driver, right? And then you try and do damage that way. I mean, we knew the Zenyatta had an ultimate. We knew that they have nano as well. Well, not so much nano, but we knew that they had trank, right? Or trans, sorry. Sometimes, and I will say this, sometimes I actually do think it's good to use your blade as a means to bait out enemy ults, right? And while it is the last fight, we could have done the same thing the other fight where we kind of died twice in a row dashing into the enemy team. We could have taken either one of those opportunities to bait out those abilities, and that probably would have put us in a good situation, right? When it comes to it, right, I feel like positioning needs a lot of work on your Widow and Ashe. We talked about it. The angles that you're taking with Ashe needs to be way better. We pointed that out. When you're playing Genji, sorry chat, I sneezed, my bad. When you're taking angles with Genji, I want you to start doing what I was saying, where you try and get behind them a little bit, you try and poke, and then you dash through the enemy team into safety, rinse, repeat. You'll start to notice that you'll have a lot more blades to your disposal. You'll have so many blade ultimates that you can start using your blade as a means to bait out enemy support cooldowns so you can guarantee win the next fight, right? So I kind of want to point that out to you, that it needs a lot of work. You did a lot of Giga Chad dashes when you go straight into the enemy team to try and get a kill and hope for the best. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that at all. Instead, if we play a little bit smarter with the positioning and how we do things, then I think that you get a lot more value. Your ultimates could use some work. Yes, they can. But the truth of the matter is, if you don't have an Ana in your team that's going to give you nano, then you're going to have to start changing the way that you think about Blade in general, right? If you don't have an Ana, you don't have a nano boost, then it is completely fine baiting out as many ultimates with your blade as possible. That's fine. It happens more often than you think, especially in my rank. Some Genji will just pull a blade to literally force out trans or nano at the same time. And they don't even go for value with the blade. They just pull them out so that they know that for the next fight, they have an ult advantage, right? It's completely fine to do that. Like, if you want to pull a blade, you want to get up high ground, see if you can get anyone, and then save your dash for running out in case they do pop their ultimates. But yeah, LCS, do you kind of understand the feedback that I'm giving you? Does it make sense to you personally in your head hearing it? Chat, does it make sense to you in a way, I guess what I'm trying to say. Does it make sense to you? As long as it makes sense for everyone in chat, I'm happy. But yeah, there's definitely some improvements we can do here. You were right. It was a tough VoD. It was a close game, all things considered. We could definitely have played better, but I think that you did pretty well, all things considered. It wasn't that bad. It was rough from your POV, but no, I think you're playing pretty well, my man. I don't think you should be flaming yourself too hard with that.